Hello, guys, from the Red Skin Syndrome Support Group. My name is Ariana, and I started my withdrawal in August 2016. It's not the first time I tried doing the withdrawal. I had been doing it or trying to do it for the past 4 years. I've gone to different doctors, I've gone everywhere. I've tried all kinds of treatments, holistic, um, regular doctors, all kinds of stuff. And right now is when I'm feeling good after a long, long time. I'm not wearing any makeup right now. I do have a little bit of a red spot here, but well, I'm going through some hormonal changes too. So there it is. I just joined the group actually like 5 months ago, and it's helped me a lot because I got to see that I was not the only person going through this. I actually didn't know there was such thing as red skin syndrome. I thought I was just a person with a lot of atopic dermatitis, and yeah, pretty much every doctor I went to and every test said I was the queen of allergies, that I could not live in Panama, which is where I live because it's very humid, but if I go to a colder place, it's very dry. So I pretty much had to be the bubble girl. I've struggled with eczema since I was a little baby, so I was always given this topical steroids since I have memory. Um, and it's just till I guess, yeah, 5 months ago, where I saw Rihanna's video on her documental that she wants to do, that I understood that my skin was addicted to topical steroids. Before this, before my last try here in August, I did go back to my country, which is Colombia. I tried all kinds of treatments, alternative ones, really good doctors. They know a lot, and they try to detox me through injecting minerals, all kinds of stuff. I even did autosanguis, that it's they take out your blood and they mix it up. I don't really remember with what, and they put it back on your wounds and on your system, and that was a pain. And I got dizzy and I would get sick, and it would just everything was coming up. I'm not saying it was bad, but I do think it was a lot to take in. I did all kinds of diets, autoimmune protocol, uh, vegan, everything. I tried everything. And now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I would like to share with you guys some of the stuff that I think helped me this past time, because I tried to do this like 4 years ago with all kinds of stuff. I'll try of all kinds of treatments, and it will be like a roller coaster. And then I will go back to normal medicine because I could not take it. One day I could not move my hands and they were super infected, and I was scared to just, get a really bad infection and die because my immune system was just shut down. So I did go back to injecting immunos for like twice a month. I could not live without them. Every time I was like going down, it would just come up, and I could not wear clothes. Well, you guys know the feeling. You know how you're doing right now. But I gave it a last try because I knew that regular medicine was not going to help me. I tried to go everywhere. My family was trying to take me to different countries. Everyone that was traveling was bringing me some kind of potion, lotion, and of course with the best intentions. And it just gets overwhelming because people see you and they're like, what's wrong with you? Why are you doing something about it? Or what you're doing is wrong. And they just get nervous around you. So just there, a tip, don't get mad at people. They don't want to see you like that. They don't want you to go through that, and they don't understand where you're at. They want to. So be okay with it. They're just trying to help. I did have to tell a few people, like, I'm going to go through this detox. It's going to be looking bad. Don't worry about it. I know that I have it under control, and I'm going to get out of this, because people were freaking out. The thing is, the answer was not in any country, in any doctor. It was in me. Actually, by the end of, I want to say, October, I went back to my doctor, which was a really good doctor, and I told her, like, look, let's take all this stuff out and just give me some drops for anxiety, because I know I get anxious with all this process. And that's how I started wearing it down. There's no other answer than going cold turkey. Uh, that's it. I did cyclosporine for almost 9 months. It helped me a lot. It brought me back to life because I had been trying for years, and that thing kind of brought me back to life. But it is a very expensive medicine, and it's not the answer, because if you don't take it, it comes out. And of course, it's a immunosuppressant, and it's actually like a little chemo. It's not a chemo, but it works like one. And, you cannot rely on these things all your life, or else you'll have a lot of other symptoms, and you will have to take care of your kidneys and everything as if you were 90 years old. And I'm 30. And why I came to the decision of trying, like, for the fourth time my withdrawal, because one day I got in a really big fight with my boyfriend, who has been an angel because he's right here still with me. And I knew that I went crazy. Like, I knew that was not myself arguing. And I grabbed my computer and I looked up, like, all the things that these drugs make you, all the injected immunos and all these asteroids. And there's a lot of bad stuff. And I was like, I'm going to be 30. I don't want to be this person. I want to have a family. I want to have a happy life. I want to have a normal life. I want to be healthy. So I gave it one last try. I chose my doctor. She's amazing. She listened to me. She respected all the information I had and all the knowledge I had. She was pretty amazed, actually. She told me, you know too much. But she was walking there with me. And she listened to me when I told her, I don't want more detox drops. I don't want more, whatever you're injecting on me, which is all natural stuff. I was like, please just give me a drop for anxiety and I'll take over. Another thing I did is, last time I did the injected immunos, they last like 2 weeks and then you start going down. But I already knew this, so I read this book called, well, it's going to be backwards. It's called Clean. It's a clean program. It's from this guy from Uruguay. And it's a good start if you're going to start doing this withdrawal. Maybe if you're still on some kind of medicine, it's good to start maybe reading that book. It'll help you a lot. It'll make you understand a lot of things and how our body works and how it reacts to food and how we don't feed ourselves very well with the regular supermarket food that we have around us. So it kind of educates you and teaches you how to eat better. And it actually brings a 21-day detox. I did it. They sell you all the supplements and all the stuff and all the shakes, but he also gives you the information. He's like, you don't have to buy my shake. Here's the information of what supplements I used and what you should be taking in case you do this detox to balance your body and help the detox. So I started doing that detox, and it was very interesting. They have a support group online. You don't have to pay for anything. They'll write you emails. They'll answer your questions if you cannot find a certain supplement, or if you want to eat this thing, or if you cheated, don't feel bad. It's cool. What else did I do? I started noticing that every time I showered and I put on moisturizer, I would have like an instant relief, and then 5 seconds later, I was itching and going to town with my nails, which, by the way, were super thin, still super thin. My hair, too. I have a lot of hair, but it's like super thin. I think it has a lot to do with all the medicine I had put on my body for all these years. And I would go crazy. So I started reading about moisturizer withdrawal, which I know sounds crazy, but it did make a big difference on me. I looked up online, kind of confused, but I bought this thing online. It's called Dr. Wheatgrass. And it's, God, there's a lot of light. Okay, there. It's backwards. Well, it's an antioxidant skin recovery spray. It's gluten-free. It is a little bit of a water. It contains wheatgrass. It does contain a little bit of moisturizer, but if you put it on, it's just like a little mist. By the way, they're not paying me for this. I just bought one bottle and that's it. I still have some. I don't put it every day. But it did moisturize a little bit, but it wasn't greasy, and it did allow me to feel like I put something on my skin, but I was not going crazy after the showers. I did start getting a little bit dry for a few days and flaky, but then my skin started getting better. Right now, I barely put any moisturizer on. Another thing that helped me, mostly in my thighs, was, well, this little cream I bought from Colombia, and it's cannabis. It's just naturally extracted. It looks like a little bit of like a Vaseline. It's green. It's a little bit greasy. I wouldn't put it all over my face because it has the same effect of coconut oil or any kind of greasy stuff. It's kind of thick. But it did help me under my boobs because my boobs were like hell down there. It did help me heal that part. What else helped me? I try to quit like all kinds of toxics around me. So I bought, I was looking for a deodorant that didn't have any aluminum or other stuff. And I bought this one in Panama, but I'm sure you can find it, something like it in the States or anywhere online. This is a sea salt bar. And you just wet it and put it, and it worked really well. Like I tried a lot of brands. I tried doTERRA's deodorant and didn't work at all. And it's a brand that I really like. I really like their essential oils. I didn't like their deodorant. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit confused here. I did use doTERRA's essential oils. I use Breathe because I just love the smell of it, and sometimes when I was anxious or something, I would smell it and it would calm me down. I did buy a diffuser. I put it on when I was like having the worst anxiety attacks because it was still itchy and it was uncomfortable. And I would put lavender also in the diffuser. I tried to put it on my skin for a few times. It did work. Lavender helps with the itchiness, but don't abuse it. It helps with itchiness. If or just smelling it, it helps with very anxious states. And I also started, because I had a hard time going to sleep, I would put a little drop of lavender in the soles of my feet, and it would knock me down. I don't say I did sleep all night because, you wake up a little itchy, a little uncomfortable, a little hot, and then, start going crazy. But that did help me a lot with the anxiety. And there's this other oil called frankincense that it's supposed to help with cellular, I forgot the words. It helps with your cells and regenerate them. And it's very good for your skin. And it also calms you down. And what else? What are my other weapons I have? Also, do your diets. Try to stay away from nightshades, red bell peppers, tomatoes, potatoes. I didn't know this. They do irritate you. So in the meantime, doesn't mean that all your life you're gonna quit these things, but try to stay away from them. I cried about tomatoes because I love tomatoes. I did all kinds of diets. They all helped me a lot to understand a lot of things and to learn. But there's one thing too, and it's the stress factor around all these diets. And Brianna, in her video, helped me a lot with understanding that whatever I do, I cannot control everything. And that's something that that's why I'm doing this video. Because I've been in your place, I've been just like you. I know what it is to try to control what's going on with you from every side. And sometimes you just cannot control everything. And if you get to understand that, you'll instantly relax, and that will help a lot because stress is a big igniter of all kinds of stuff. And with this very sensitive state, it's terrible. You guys have all noticed, I'm sure. So don't stress about stuff. If you are doing your dieting, that's great. Do your smoothies, your green juice, all that stuff. That's amazing. It's really good for you. And it will help your body heal faster. But if one day you want to have a pizza, have it. It's way more damaging, the stress that you're going to have about it, not having it, than what will actually bring you if you have a slice of pizza, enjoy it. Don't abuse it. I'm not saying that's going to be part of your diet all the time, but do please not stress out. TSW, topical steroid withdrawal, will still happen. Whether you enter a bubble, whether you go hiking, whether you stay home, whether you go working, it's still going to happen. So you're still going to feel terrible, and you're still going to feel some days that you want to quit, and some days that you're going to feel horrible and that you don't want to be in this world. All those things will happen. But there's little hacks and there's little support things. This group is amazing. I do recommend meditation also. I started doing meditation. I started doing all kinds of things. Now I actually graduated. I'm now a therapist and a healer. And I think this process has helped me a lot understanding and helping others with their stuff. So what other things have I used? This guy's here. I know I look crazy. I don't wear them out in the streets, but you know what? Now I can go out in the streets, which is amazing. What happens with yellow lenses? If you put them on, they have the same effect as if you're looking at a sunset or a sunrise. I don't know if you guys have heard about sun gazing. You should look it up. Sun gazing is going out in the mornings at the dawn. I'm sorry about my English. I'm not a native speaker, so sometimes I get confused and I think in Spanish. But the whole idea is if you look at the sun in the sunrise or sunset, the safe time to look at it. I'm not telling you to go out in the midday and look at it because it'll burn your eyes. But those times are really good to look at the sunset, and I don't know, but sunsets are beautiful. You guys know all the romantic movies and all the pictures from Hawaii are amazing because of their sunsets. And what this thing creates on us is like a sense of wellness and joy and happiness. And it's because this information that comes through our eyes from those specific colors and that light make us create dopamine and oxytocin. I don't know if that's the word in English, but all these hormones that are your happy hormones. Those are the ones they give you in these antidepressive pills. So instead of putting more toxic stuff in your body, you can hack it with wearing this if you don't have much sun around. I know there's a lot of people from the UK, but just wearing this out, looking out for a little bit, it will make your body create this happy hormones. So this will help with your depressive states. You gotta boost your energy, you gotta boost yourself. You gotta understand that you're not gonna be like this forever. You gotta understand there's more people going through this and that you cannot control everything. You gotta breathe. Look up breathing exercises. There's a few on YouTube. In India, people know a lot about breathing. That's why they have yoga and all these really amazing exercises. Look them up. There's even breathing exercises for eczema because it helps detox. We detox, like 70% of our detox comes from our lungs, through our lungs. So what we breathe in and we breathe out, it's super, super key for detoxing. So if you do this specific breathing exercises, it will help you release toxics. What else? I do breathing exercise before I go to bed too, if I don't put the lavender on my feet. And it helps me calm down and my mind shut down because, of course, I lay down and I start thinking of all the things that are going through my life. No, like it stopped. I have this condition. I cannot go to work. My boyfriend's gonna leave me. I don't have a life. All kinds of things that come. All those little demons that come around you at night when you're going through this. Well, if you concentrate on your breathing, it will help a lot to just tell your body and your mind to shut down and go to sleep. There is something called respiración cuadrada, which is, I guess, square breathing. So what you do is you count to 4. You could count to 4. You breathe in 4 times. You maintain that breath 4 times. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you let go in 4 times. and then you stay without air for other 4 times, and then you go all over again. You can look it up online. I'm sure I'm not the best person to explain this because right now I have a lot of stuff in my mind trying to tell you all the tips and tricks that help me. I still get itchy sometimes. I still it bothers me when I sweat, but now I can sweat a little bit more. I live in a very humid country. Some people have said that humidity helped them a lot. It didn't help me. And I guess it depends on every person is different and every condition. And one thing I know is wherever I went, it was still it was tough. It did help me going to a little bit of a higher land here, which was still humid but a little bit chillier. That did help me a lot because Panama City is very hot and humid. But just try to work with what you have. Keep good friends around. Don't stress out about stupid things. And it's not stupid, I know it's life. So you want to go to that wedding and you want to go to that prom and you want to go to that thing. Well, you will be attending later on in life. Don't try to fit in right now because you're going through this. If anything, write to your friends. Tell them, hey, I'm going through this really hard process. I would like you guys to come and visit me. Bring your own snacks. Bring me some apples. I don't know, cider vinegar, whatever you need. Don't drink alcohol. I know you guys might think it helps with stress. Also, smoking cigarettes. But it's not good for you, and I think you already know what it feels to feel horrible and to feel sick. So try not to make yourself sick anymore. Alcohol is not good for you while you're going through this. It's just keep putting toxics on your liver and your kidneys and your body, and it will come out through your skin. So be smart about it. There's other ways to deal with this anxiety. There's chamomile drops you can take. There's lavender. There's teas. But please try not to drink alcohol and write out to your friends. Like, that's what I did. I wrote my friends, look, I cannot go partying with you. I cannot be drinking beer as you all want. But you're welcome to come to my house and have tea with me and tell me everything that's going on in your lives that I've missed. And I will understand if you don't want to be around me looking at me like this because it's hard for you or that you cannot stop having your social alcohol. And you know what? Most of my friends showed up. The ones that I didn't show up, I understood too. And I had my girlfriends come over and they had their beers in front of me and I didn't mind. And they came over. They didn't get crazy drunk. They just had a little beer. One of them was pregnant. She was having non-alcoholic beer. And I was having water, and I was fine with it, and I enjoyed my time, and they came and told me all their stories, and we laughed, and that helped a lot, because when you go through this, time goes by so slowly, and if you hide in your cave, and if you don't see people, it won't be helpful. We need others. We need humans around us, because we're human, and we're social beings. So that's that. I don't know. If you have any questions, I can answer them. I'm sorry if I offended anyone in any of my comments. I'm just trying to help with the information I have from my process. By the way, these nails are fake too. I had to buy like fake nails, acrylics. You just stick them on because my nails were too thin. So I would scratch and I would like cut my skin like paper. So I had to put this on. This was from the last ones I had. I didn't take them off. I'm trying to save my money. They look pretty cool. It's helpful. I hopefully one day when I'm fully recovered have really nice thick nails that don't cut through my skin. But right now it's impossible. So I do wear them. And I'm not the typical girl that likes to do her nails super fancy. But it helps. And they look nice when you have the same color on. So yeah, and another thing, if you guys can help Brianna Banos, I don't know if that's how you say your last name, she wants to go to Helen to get help with her documentary about Red Skin Syndrome. So if you guys follow her, look up all the information so you can write Ellen for the Ellen Show. So maybe she can go up and meet her and get what she needs to do this, and we can take this out in the world, because I know you and I don't want others to go through this hell. So yeah, there's light outside this tunnel. Now I can go into the ocean. Now I can be in the sun. Now I have more of a social life. I'm way healthier now, and all this process has helped me a lot. It has helped me understanding who I am, understanding who are around me. And I don't know, it's just, I wish you all a good recovery, and I hope any of my tips have helped. I have more, but right now I'm kind of out of words. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good day and this video helps. Bye.